What's up? I want to speak on this issue that people are seeing with Kyrie Irving and what people are seeing against these anti-Semitics, talking about anti-Semitic this, anti-Semitic that, and how everybody's noticing that Kyrie's being treated unfairly because he posted a link that speaks out against the false Jews, right? Speaks out against the false Jews. All right, so let's go to this book. We're going to Ephesians 6, verse 10. Saints, you already know. Let's read. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wills of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." All right, so against spiritual wickedness in high places. If we know that the way that this government is set up, we know it's set up in the way that this culture is set up, we know it's set up for wickedness. So God says to guard up your armor for the wheels of the devil that attacks from high up, from wickedness in high places. How does the high place talk? Soon as we speak against the high wicked place, they come down on you. They come down heavy, like they did to Kanye West and like they did to Kyrie Irving. Rulers of darkness. That's them. That's them. The people who trying to banish Kyrie and trying to force him to say sorry. That's them. Who tell him to say sorry again and again and again, or just tell him to say sorry, to apologize. That's them. That's the system. They stand up for that. They're the rulers of the darkness. Kyrie said nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong at all. At all. He did nothing wrong at all. And look at the rulers of the darkness. Look at what they did. And they call themselves Jews, yet they allow the pride parade everywhere. Yet they support the LGBTQ community in the NBA. Jewish, right? Jewish. Over there in New York, got so much wickedness over there and abominations from their culture. Yet they claim to be Jewish. What are they doing? What type of preaching are they doing? They just up in the synagogues? Doing what? They ain't coming out no synagogues preaching. Because they the false Jews. Book of Revelation. They're not Jews. They call themselves Jewish. They wish that we believe a lie. But we got God on the sides. So let's stand firm on God and not on man. Let's depend on God, lean on God, and not on man. And for the people who continually speaking out against Kyrie Irving, they don't know the truth. They don't know the truth. So let us forgive those folks. Okay? And let us go into God and use our army. Use our army. Use those missiles. Use those praying missiles. Use those demolition missiles. Use those repairing missiles. Use those saints to walk. Use those saints to talk. Use those saints to destroy. Use those saints to tear down. Use those saints to revive what God has. Use those saints to throw blows. Use those saints to stand strong. Let us use what God has called us to use as the body of Christ. So I'm going to just read over Ephesians again. It says, I'm gonna go to verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Because they're gonna try to tear you down. They're gonna try to knock you down. People are gonna call you crazy. Your own types of people, just like Jesus, just like his own people. The own Jews called him not Christ. His own people, not the Messiah. So just like you see Kyrie Irving standing up and Kanye West standing up, his own people canceling concerts because he spoke out on the truth. His own people don't, you know. It's one thing to follow God, and it's another thing to follow religion. If you follow God, you ain't backing down for no man's comments because of what he spoke and being afraid. If he spoke the truth, we stand. If he spoke the truth, you stand on it. So that's why he says in Ephesians 6, verse 13, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Many people are bowing to these Semitic folks, these false Jews, to the devil, to the ways of the devil. You know who lies? The devil. He's the father of lies. So they're not just false Jews, they're devil worshippers. Rulers of darkness. It's not just that they believe that they follow God. They're stealing folks' identity. They're hiding behind a false identity. So that's not of God. It's not of God. Nah, that's not of God. So we are of God and we know the truth. We stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it. You know who you are? Stand on Christ. You died to your flesh? Stand on Christ. You need support? Get on to Christ. Lean on God, not on man. No man can touch us. No man can hurt us. And if they do touch us, let the Lord fight for you. Oh, he gonna fight. He gonna fight. He gonna fight. And if he fights through you, he fights through you. But he gonna fight. His spirit's gonna fight. He did a lot of fighting through us back in the day. When I say back in the day, I say back in the day. Walls of Jericho come falling down, falling down, falling down. God bless.